Hello there. So in today's video, I just realised I don't need to have these on. I'm just going to restart. Hello there. So in today's video, I am doing another review. This video's title might seem a bit confusing, but basically, I'm reviewing my first ever romance book that I've ever read. I know. You'd totally what you'd expect, right? I'm a guy, but basically, my first ever. My hair is going to actually drive me mad. There we go. My first ever one. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Yes, this is my first romance book. And you might immediately look at this video and disregard anything I say. That's fine. Depending on obviously your opinion on Colleen Hoover, your opinion of me and this video will likely change. But I just wanted to say, up front, before anything goes on, I loved this book. I loved every second reading it. Oh yeah, my microphone's on my bed, so it's going to struggle to not die. So I apologise in advance for that loud noise. So it is my first romance book. You can take with that what you will. You could say, "Oh, your opinion sucks. Oh, you don't know real romance. Oh, you're a fake reader. You don't read," or whatever. Or, "Oh, you like incest," as some people say. And yes, I know we're not 2 minutes in, so it's just, if I had made money, this would be demonetized, but I don't care. So basically, I'm just going to talk about it, about my opinions, about my thoughts in different bits. I just like with the previous reviews, I'm really late on this, and I read this months ago. So I might have forgotten some stuff, but this book I loved, and I have remembered a lot of it. I'm very proud of myself for that. So we're going to get into it. So this book, I forgot their names though, because that shows. There we go. I didn't even have to read it. I just read the first name, and the second one popped in my brain. It's about Tate and Miles. Miles is a pilot, and I don't know how to really describe it without spoiling it, because I don't want any of my reviews to be spoilery. But at the same time, I don't want them to have nothing in them, so spoiling is kind of gonna happen. And he is mentally screwed. That's how I'll say it. He's just, for the past 6 years of his life, he has had major depression, mega upset with himself, doesn't let any people in, mainly females, that he doesn't let in, but he don't let people in. Then he meets Tate, and in case you didn't assume it from the fact that there's a book about it, he lets her in. So yeah, so the whole book, and he decides that, she's hot, she decides he's hot, so they want to do the for a bit with no strings attached. And they both think, yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. Why get dick? And then Miles is like, I get pussy. I'm happy. I get a naked woman, you get, and then Tate's like, I get a naked man. They're happy. Then Tate's just like, oh wait, oh no, I regret agreeing to this. I want him. He's awesome. Obviously, with a bit more kind of writer pizzazz than that. It's not as stupid as that. It's not stupid sounding. But she realises, I want this man. So I keep trying to slyly get thingies in, like, hey, I want more than with you. I'm not going to say no to it, but I want more than it. He's like, no, I don't want to give you more than it. And you're gonna stop this. So she does. I'm going to repeat that a bunch of times with a bunch of scenes. What's funny though? Just quickly before I carry on. I was told that this book is nothing but sex. Sex, 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 sex constantly. Really wasn't. I'm not saying I'm that angry or happy about that. Kind of in the middle on it. But it was not just sex. If people say to you it's just sex, they're wrong. And probably haven't read it. Hang on a second. Okay, all sorted now. Okay, yes, because my laptop was dying, that's why I was laggy. But, yeah, if anyone has told you this book is just sex, they're wrong. Even my girlfriend was like, before I read it, she was like, I warn you, it's just sex. It's really not. There's like 5 sex scenes. I may have been desensitized because I've watched the after films, and a friend of mine has forced me to watch specifically the second 50 Shades of Grey. She says the first one's boring, but basically, I may have just been desensitized by watching films that are legit just porn. But there was barely any sex in this. There was like 3 scenes of it. I might be okay. I think no. It was funny. I think I kept count because I got like 200 pages in, and there was like 3 sex scenes. So I was keeping count just to be able to look at Kitty and say, Kitty, you were wrong. Because I don't know why. I like being right. But seriously, there is not much. There is not. If sex is something you want a lot of in your book, that in a book you want to read, I don't know how to. I'm not going to say there's no sex. There is a good bit of sex, and it's very descriptive. It's descriptive where it's not making me want to feel sick, but it's not descriptive enough. If that does, I hope that makes sense. I personally, I don't want to know about each individual movement of the woman's vagina. You know? That's what I'll say. I don't want to know about each individual little movement it does when he goes in and out. But I also don't want descriptions where it's just like, he went in and out, over and over and over, until he came, and then he pulled out. This is what I would want. This is the kind of descriptions I'd want. Because it does describe it, like it describes the movements and stuff descriptively. And it describes, you know, what they're saying, how they're feeling, you know? But like, the thing is as well, and everyone said the sex scenes last forever. The longest sex scene in the book is 6 pages. And they stopped halfway through for about a page to talk and then carried on. I think. I could be wrong with that. It might have been less or more than a page, but still, they did. The longest was 6 pages out of, I think, 5 or 6 sex scenes in this 300-page book. It is not only sex. Get that thought out of your head. You can think what you want about Colleen Hoover. Kitty personally doesn't like her. She likes her story, and she likes her writing, but she says there's this thing Colleen Hoover did where she paid someone off. I've forgotten why and how, but she says that. And so she says she won't buy from Colleen Hoover anymore. I don't do none of that. If a book sounds interesting, I buy it. The only time I won't buy something is, for example, the Jeepers Creepers films, where he, I've forgotten the word. He did not nice stuff to a youngin, so I won't buy those. For example, if her son wrote books, I wouldn't buy them. She was just a mum who didn't want her kid to get thrown in jail. You know? I'm not saying it was the right thing to do, but at the same time I can see why she'd do it. So I don't want my kid getting thrown in jail. Would I pay someone off to keep quiet? Probably not, but that's not the point. I wouldn't, I wouldn't want them to get thrown in jail. So I'd try and find a way to stop it. Again, she did the wrong way. Not the point. Not what I'm trying to get a bit. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. But basically, and I liked Kate. I thought she was funny. I thought Miles was a dick for the first 50 pages, but again, I started to like him eventually. Kit was like, expect to hate Miles, and I was like, at the start I was like, oh yeah, I do, don't worry. But then about 50 pages in, I liked him. I had no problems with the man. Obviously, I was about to say he was going around his mourning the wrong way. He really, everyone can go about the mourning however they want to do it. but at the same time, you know, she moved on faster than he did. But you know, I also did. Also, this is spoiler warning for this bit, so skips with timestamp on the screen if you don't want spoilers. But there was a bit where it switches to the stepsister, the ex's POV. I was on the verge of crying that entire time. That entire chapter, I was on the verge of crying. I wanted to, but I was like, no, I'm gonna get through this. I don't want to make this the book I cry at. I later cried. No, I say that the first book. No, this book I cried at, as I've just said. The book I almost cried at was Born to Run. But yeah, I'm rambling a lot, but I don't want this to be short. 2, I want to make sure I don't forget anything and then get annoyed at myself while I'm editing. But yeah, that happens, and like then Mars comes back and it's like, Tate, I'm sorry, I'm a dickhead. I love you. And then it does the thing that After does, where it comes back and they have a kitty. They have a child. I haven't read After, just to clarify. I've only watched the films. I'm going to make a video when I read the books because I've seen the films, so I want to see which I prefer. My hair is just annoying me right now. I'm going to do the same with The Lion King, because I have a book to film to book adaptation book of The Lion King. It is written for the remake, but I'm guessing it is actually going to read like the original. I could be wrong, but I'm going to compare it to both. Like, I'm going to watch both films, then read that, and then say which I prefer. Because it's not that long, so I'll probably be able to watch them and then finish that in like 3-4 sittings. But still. So, I'm going to see how that goes. I'm getting completely off track right now. Ugly Love is very good. I rated it 5 of 5 stars. I do want 3 more of her books. In fact, I own another one of her books. It's in my next year pile. It's called November 9th. If you've read that one, don't obviously spoil it, but you know, if you've read it and you want to share your opinion, go for it. Will I agree? Probably not, but if you want to, do it anyway. I'll still heart it, because I mean, hey, it's a comment. Why wouldn't you heart a comment? My hope is that if I ever do get famous, not famous, it's YouTube, if I ever do get popular, like I have a lot of subscribers, my hope would still to be to just like scroll, read as many as I can, just to the heart in them all. Unless obviously they're being an asshole, in which case I will not heart them. But, you know, if they're being nice to me, the other comment, if they do have criticism, I'll still heart it, and I'll obviously listen to it. I'll do my best to anyway. But I'm losing track here. Again. But yeah, I liked Ugly Love. I like Colleen Hoover, at least for this first one. November 9th will hopefully be good. I'm currently reading Anne Frank. I would grab it, but I will knock everything over again. I'm on page 288, which is like 40 pages from everything being done, and that's my first ever... I still don't know. I'm pretty sure biography is the one written by the person. I think. I'll figure it out before I upload the video, obviously. It's my first one of those. I guess it's my first published diary, but I'm not going to make that the flipping title, because there isn't many of those out there. I do own 3, to be fair. That, one about Diary of a Soldier, Dad's Army. Or the real Dad's Army. Again, I'm getting off track, and they're all World War II, don't judge me. I also have memoir, what's it called? Memoirs? I can't see it, so I don't know why I'm trying to look harder. Memoirs of a Luftwaffe pilot, like a Luftwaffe bomber. So they're going to be all the biographies. That's all the ones I have. I'm going to be reading a couple of series soon. Obviously After. I've got Hunger Games, 4 of the 7 Harry Potters. I'm still waiting to get the rest of them. Alex Rider, pretty sure I've already said that. Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit. Yeah, I've got a lot down there. I've also got the first Reacher, which I'm excited for. Anyway, I'm just going to end this video because I'm getting off track. This is a terrible review. I'm probably going to hate it in like 10 minutes. But it's whatever. So, Ugly Love, I like it. I would personally recommend it. And also, anyone who said about incest is wrong. I'm sorry, is wrong. Say what you want right now. Come on, throw the hate at me. Throw the hate. I'm waiting to just get smacked in the face with hate. Oh, screw it, I'll just do it for you. But, it's not. It's not. Step siblings aren't siblings. I don't think I should have to say that. But there are people saying that this book has incest. It does not, because they aren't real siblings. Obviously, if you are someone's stepbrother or stepsister in real life and you see them as a real sibling, good for you. But you obviously won't fuck. I think that's the best you're gonna get, but to be fair, that is legit where I need it to be. So I'm just gonna ugly love right here. You're not gonna be able to hear it, which will annoy me in the future because I love hearing it. But yeah, I'm gonna skedaddle. If you did enjoy this really pointless random video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. I can still see it. If you want, if you want me to know my videos are just piece of shit, go for it. But I don't know, do you want really? Leave a comment if you want to. Either a nice one like, oh, well done, this video is not trash, or a mean one, oh, this video's trash. But I don't care. Go do what you want. I'll appreciate it either way. Because you've watched my video. At least enough to think a comment is worthy. I'm tired. It's like 3 in the morning. But to be fair, I slept all afternoon today, so I'm not exactly tired. Okay, I'm gonna go before I'm here for another hour. Okay, bye bye. Toodaloo.